we did a poll and we asked people to vote which topic they would like me to cover, which health topic they would like me to cover, and overwhelmingly the result was menopause. Then we did another poll and we asked people which particular part of menopause they would like me to cover because it's such a vast area, and the majority of people came back and said perimenopause. So for the next couple of days I'm going to look at menopause. Tonight I'm going to specifically look at perimenopause, but I will do the other aspects of menopause as well. So I will do the menopause itself as opposed to perimenopause. We'll look at HRT and treatments. For menopause we'll also look at non-herbal treatments, diet and exercise and all that sort of stuff. So we will cover all the topics, but tonight I'm going to specifically cover perimenopause. So perimenopause is a relatively new term. Up until the last few years people just referred to the menopause. So basically menopause is when you have been 1 year and 1 day without a menses or a bleed. So when that has happened you are said to be in menopause. So everything that comes before that, when a woman has particular symptoms, is perimenopause. So we know the average age of menopause in the UK and Northern Ireland is 51. So at the age of 51, most women will have had a period of 1 year and 1 day since their last period. We know the perimenopause can sometimes go on for 10 years before the woman reaches that point. So the perimenopause technically for some women can happen as early as 41. There are a few other terms that I want to just get out of the way here now as well. There's also early menopause. Early menopause is menopause that happens before the age of 45, and then premature menopause is menopause that happens before the age of 40. So most women watching this are going to want to know, how do I know if I have perimenopause and how do I know if I'm in menopause? Okay, so menopause is straightforward enough. Menopause is, as I said, when you haven't had a period for a year and a day, okay? So at that point, the ovaries stop producing estrogen, your progesterone levels fall, your testosterone levels fall. In perimenopause, you still are producing estrogen because your ovaries are still producing estrogen. So peri means transitional, so we're transitioning towards menopause. So it's certain parts of the month, usually a couple of days before your period, when you're in perimenopause, your estrogen levels are going to drop. And that is often when women get the symptoms of perimenopause. The perimenopausal symptoms are very, very similar to menopausal symptoms. So women will typically experience low mood, hot flushes, night sweats, fatigue, brain fog, achy joints, urinary tract infection, vaginal dryness, all the same things that women will say they are getting in menopause. The difference is you're still having a monthly bleed, albeit it may change. So it may get shorter in length, it may get longer in length, and it usually gets heavier. But you're still producing estrogen. So you tend to not have symptoms all the time. You tend to have symptoms maybe just in and around before your period starts, because that's when the estrogen levels drop the lowest. So that's when women will typically be able to pinpoint and say, my mood was low then,